How's everybody doing? I spent a bunch of time, as you can tell from me being here, a bunch of time yesterday, hanging out here because I wanted to learn how to do this better. And I have come in and practiced, and now I know, and I am smarter and wiser, that I can just do this, which is like a million times easier. And next time we come here, shall be bringing with me a shield. Obviously, that missed it there. But I shall be bringing a shield to be parrying her, because good fucking God, is it way simpler than any of the other versions of doing this fight. Oh my Lord. Like, I'm in like no armor right now. Hang on. And I have like 20 skidoo, obviously, so I'm like kind of strong. And my stats are unoptimized. This is the Millennia one, so I'm using the stats for the Erdtree Great Bow at the moment. The only thing you can't parry is that. Everything else, though, everything else you can. Also, weird thing, normally when you parry her, right? Normally when you parry a boss, you have enough time afterwards to heal. With Rakshasa, you don't do. You don't have that. It's very strange. Time to fight the Rakshasa, I swear to God. How's it going, Maria? Yes, thank you. How's it going, Ant? Yes, at least 100 deaths, if not more, because, oh my God, it's so much easier. I don't know why I never considered just parrying her. But like, it really is that much easier than anything else. It's ridiculous. Anyways. Oh, man. I can't stop bringing the punishment. Wordplay has to get bolder and bolder. Wow. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay. Well done. All right. We're killing Midra. We got 8 bosses left. It's Midra, Romina, Fortisax, Malenia, PCR, Godfrey, Radabeast, Metter. Those 8. And then after those 8, as you can see from the title down there. After those 8, we're gonna be starting a new thing, which I'm gonna do a bunch of, as you can probably guess from the title. The idea is we're gonna play through Elden Ring as every single boss in the game. Obviously, with like Tree Sentinels, there's like, 5 of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine all of the Tree Sentinels into one, and then I'm gonna combine all of the Watchdogs into one, so I can use like anything that any of them ever have used. So with the Tree Sentinels later on, we're gonna be beating it with Golden Halberd, because they all use Golden Halberd. We're gonna have their Erdtree Shield, whatever it is, and we're gonna have the Sentry's Torch, because the Sentry's Torch is actually the torch that they use, from what I can tell. I might be wrong, maybe it's a different one, but I'm pretty sure that's the torch they actually use. And I'll explain the rules when we get there. But that's the plan, is beat it with every single boss in the game. And I'm gonna try and go in order of the bosses that you fight. So it'd be Tree Sentinel first. We're saving Rick for the end because he's too strong. Tree Sentinel first. Technically Grafted Sionis first, but like, most people don't fight it until they win. People fight the Tree Sentinel until they win. So that's why I'm counting that as the first boss. And then the second boss will probably be Beastman of Farum Azula, indeed, which is only like 1 weapon. But yeah, that'll be after this. We're gonna start that. I think that's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really interesting. So, yeah. And we have 8 weapons that I want to use across all the remaining bosses here. Fortisax gets the Dragon's Katana. Hang on, I want to write this down. Fortisax, Dragon Katana, Midra, Rakshasa Katana. What else we got? We also got Blasphemous Blade. Who's getting Blasphemous Blade? Who do we think gets Blasphemous Blade? Whoever says something in chat, I'll go with that one. We got the Rotten Battle Hammer, which I kind of want to give to... Involves me texting you a photo. Okay. I mean, you could... yes, go ahead. Ooh, Fatal got the Darkmoon Greatsword. Damn, Fatal. How's it going, Rakesh? Good morning. How you doing? Clone War. I'm gonna write down all the weapons that I have, and then I'll figure out which goes with what. We've got Blasphemous Blade. There is Rotten Battle Hammer. There is Rotten Battle Axe. There is Prelate's Crozier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's Rivers of Blood. We'll do that again, even though I don't really want to use it again, but we will. And there's Bloody Helus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more. One more fun one that I've already leveled up, so I don't have to worry about doing any more leveling. Pole Blade? Pole Blade. Drove my parking lot. Drove by a parking lot in my work, saw something sketchy, so parked my car and went to investigate. Yes, I want to see. Absolutely. Deck, hello. Thank you for cursing the run. I appreciate it. How are you today? I'm also in a significantly better mood. I was obviously very frustrated with Rakshasa yesterday. I'm feeling 1 billion times better and ready to win. Ooh, a boss pole. Oh, well, I'm hoping that that person isn't dead, Lauren. Guys, my wife just sent me a photo of a person underneath a blanket in a parking lot, and I'm assuming they're not dead because she's texting me and is not called the police. But that's fun. In other news, there's a boss poll, and I think we know which version we should be picking, or which boss we pick for the worst boss. I think it's obvious. If we don't pick this boss, we haven't played Night Rain. I think it's obvious. Which is the Rot version? It's the one in the Lake of Rot, the Remembrance one. Turns out they're sleeping. I figured. I'm doing great, deck. I'm feeling like 1 million times better. I'm feeling like so much better than I was yesterday. Being frustrated with the game, 1 million times better. Million. You know what? We use Blasphemous Blade on Romina. Romina makes sense. Rotten Battle Hammer. Rotten Battle Hammer can go to, I think, Godfrey. Rotten Battle Axe can go to PCR. Prelate's Crozier. I want to use Rivers of Blood on Metter, I think. Eleanor's Pole Blade, I think we'll use on... I want to use Bloody Helus on Melania. Who else did I say? Who was left? Prelate's Crozier we'll use on Radabeast. I'm forgetting. Who's left? Who's left? The absolute Giga Chat. Balamute Hayes is pretty great. We love Hughes. Hayes? Hughes. We love Hughes. How did I forget someone? I just had this list in my brain. Fortisax. Melania. Got both of them. Midra Metter. Got both of them. PCR. Godfrey. Radabeast. Help me. Help me. I said this like 10 minutes ago. I'm also going to use the Rakshas's Katana on Leto and Friends because, like, I can. Doesn't exist right now. He can't hurt you right now. I haven't checked. I assume there's no update inside the Sovereign Sigil shop. But I don't know if anyone's been on and is able to tell me and confirm that, if that's true. Sounds good. See you later, Cash. I appreciate you stopping in. Have a great one. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Fortisax and Melania. Midjo we're running to. PCR, Romina. Godfrey Radabeast. Metter. I just went over this list. Oh my God. The furtive what? What? Huh? That you've just confused me more. Oh my God, this is gonna hurt my brain. Who the fuck is it? It's not Estelle. It's not Lion. It's not PK or Bale, because we've done all of them. Oh, it's live from the intro of DS1. Thank you. I've only ever seen that once, I think. No, I have Fortisax. Hang on, I'm gonna watch the list of remembrances and see if it triggers the brain. ECR, no, got that one. Placidusax did that one. PK did that one. Radon, he's definitely dead. Moose is dead. Nope, Renala's dead. So's Rolana. Both of them are dead. Speaking of, Rolana, dead. Lion, nope, Lion's dead. I said it earlier too. This is driving me crazy. There's Renala, she's dead. Okay, okay, thank you. Romina, got her on my list. Okay. Nope, not her. Don't touch me. Metter. Nope, got Metter on my list. He's dead because I have Blasphemous Blade, so he's definitely dead. Melon. Melon? Melania? I have Melania. Melania's on my list. Sunflower. Sunflower's dead because we had the crying and screaming about how terrible the Rain of Fire was, and then I came back with something else. Estelle is definitely dead. Okay, we're back at A, so this is now in alphabetical order. From the start. Lion is dead. Really? There's no B or C? It just goes straight to D? Weird. Estelle, Dancing Lion. Okay, Elden Beast is on my list because of Radabeast. I made it Gunflower. That'd be pretty funny. Gaius is dead because we spent a bunch of time crying and screaming about the fact that the Black Blade, which is actually red, is a terrible spell. And worse than just throwing a rock at somebody. Nope, PK's dead. PK's dead. Fortisax is on my list. Got him. There's Gaius. We already have him. He's dead. Sounds like an Enter the Gungeon. It does. Gunflower would definitely be an Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, I got Godfrey on the list. Yeah. Eventually this is going to help, I promise. Probably. No, I got PCR on the list. Lamenter, not a remembrance boss, but thank you. Okay, Godric is dead. I got Melania. Melania's on the list. I know for a fact the next one's gonna be Malekith, and that one's definitely dead. See, Malekith, definitely dead. Hoping it's good. I also hope it's good. I didn't get into Enter the Gungeon. I love a good roguelite, but I couldn't get into it. Mesmer's dead. And I know the number above me is right because I absolutely double checked it. Metter, I got Metter on the list. Bale is dead. Bale's dead. Did Godric? I did do Godric. I did. Midra, on my way to them right now, and they're on the list. George Clooney, again, a helpful suggestion, not a remembrance boss. Moog. Moog is definitely dead. I'm in the DLC. Morgott, also definitely dead because I've beat most of the game. We're in the M section. There's a lot of M's. PCR. Who the fuck is it? Maybe look at your map. I don't know if that'll help. I'll take a look when I get to Midra, but I'm pretty sure. So who is it? Is it do I only need 7? Am I wrong? Is the number incorrect? The number might be incorrect if we're being honest. That I swear I double checked it yesterday, but it might be wrong. Fire Giant. Well, I again beat the game, so definitely dead, but you know. Also, while I'm running, if you haven't yet, there's a YouTube video. If you could go give it like a like and like a comment and stuff, I'd super appreciate it. Thank you. Ice Giant, Electric Giant, very helpful. Stop that. Stop that. Romina? No, I got Romina. How's it going, Dawn? Citisax 2. I swear to God, Maria. Hang on. I'm gonna go check. Who the fuck is it? Who the hell am I forgetting? Man, this game's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Death Laser Boogaloo. Hi, Stars. How's it going? Okay, that is 18. Moose, Estelle, Fire Giant, Godric, Renala. $17. 18 with Bale. 18 with Bale. Bale doesn't show up in here because he can't duplicate his remembrance because it's a heart. Remembrance, bosses, Elden Ring. Ooh. I'm getting attacked by a mosquito. Lion, Knight, PK, Gaius, Sunflower, okay. Romina, Metter, Midra, and PCR. Romina, Metter, Midra, PCR. All on the list. I swear to fucking God. Thank you. Okay. Godric, yep. Renala, yep. Radon, yep. Moose, yep. Morgott, yep. Why are there so many mosquitoes? Estelle, yep. Rykard, yep. Fortisax, on the list. Fire Giant, yes. Moog, yes. Malekith, yes. Placidusax, yes. Godfrey, am I just bad at math? Oh, I put 9. Chat, I figured out the problem. I put 9 weapons on my list instead of 8. Chat, I don't want to talk about it. Listen, we had a hard day yesterday and I am just still waking up. Don't talk to me. Wrong direction. I had 9 weapons on the list and there's only 8 bosses. So I had all the bosses and I wasn't missing one and I'm an idiot. Hi, Midra. How's it going, friend? Boop. 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 Beautiful. Numbers are hard. Where are you aiming, friend? To finish it off, cut down the weed. Beautiful. Wonderful. And then there was only 7 because I can math. Ignore all the bad math that happened before this. You didn't even see that, YouTube. It doesn't even matter. This part of me talking isn't even going to be in things. It doesn't even matter. None of this matters. None of what I'm saying currently actually matters. Okay, we got some running to do. Ooh, Capybara Appreciation Day. Capybaras are great. Capybaras are great. They are. They are. All right, we're gonna use the smaller version of this, Rivers of Blood, on a Metter. Time is an illusion, is so is death. Not wrong. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of moral discussion at 8:34 in the morning, but not wrong. Speaking of moral discussions, have you finished your outfit for tomorrow, Maria? And anyone else participating? What's the theme? The theme is video game protagonists. So heroes, good guys. What's really funny is you theoretically could have basically made like one outfit from the past and used it on multiple different fashion shows if you wanted to. Technically. Which I think is very funny. Also, while we're running here, not that we're going to use it probably. Well, we might actually. Maybe I'll swap it out for the Crimson Assassin's Crimson Dagger. We are going to get another red talisman that I will be able to lose. Or use, not lose. Yes, love it. Hell yeah, Maria. Lunchtime doubly so. Very true. Very true. I was really hoping he was going to light on fire. He did not. That was sad. New jewelry. You know it. A actually like surprisingly really strong talisman. Especially if you're needing more heals. Like, it's really good. And I feel like it's not talked about enough because it's very strong for what it does. Like, the base game one is fine. Useful, but fine. The one in the DLC, though, oh, damn, is good. You have one already? Hell yeah. I finished mine on the day of because that's what I usually do is like I get the theme and I just go make something. I don't know if I'm going to tweak it or not, but I do have one already. I'm very excited for it. The only thing I'm missing is a weapon to tie it all together. Do I get it here or is it at the other place? I think it's the other place. This is the blue one, right? Yeah, this is the blue one. But that is a foreshadowing of what we're about to get, which is the red version of that, which is very, very, very good. Also, at some point, Dan should arrive today and I'll be able to open those 2 collector's boosters, which I'm super pumped about. Collector's boosters are so much fun. You get so much good shit in them. Oh, did you? Hell yeah. Love it. Is 1 hit enough to light you on fire? It is. Okay, good to know. So is it just any fire damage or is it like a specific amount of fire damage? I wonder. Fuck you. How dare you attack Trent like that? Any fire? Okay. I only ask because I've definitely tried to hit them with fire in the past and it did not light them on fire. But that might have been magma, which maybe doesn't do it. Or my memory is faulty, which is the more likely of the 2 options, if we're being honest here. Yeah, it's not even a cooldown. It's actually kind of silly. There is from my understanding, it is a one-time effect with them. You light them on fire once, they roll around taking a shit ton of damage, and then they just don't. That doesn't happen again for the rest of the time that being is alive, from my knowledge, which sucks because it's a really cool weakness. And I feel like it's kind of like the flowers, where the flowers you can light on fire and they stay lit on fire, but you can do that over and over and over again. I think it should apply the same to them, in my opinion, because it's so clever. It's so interesting, you know? Hello, Lukey. How's it going? Okay, here's where we get our red. Perfect. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Tyrannith, that is clearly more yellow than red. Right, but here's the thing. All that yellow is not the thing that gives it power. The thing that gives it power is the actual crimson seed inside, which is why I'm counting it as red, because it, in my opinion, is red. So, yell at me in the comments if you want. Oh, very nice. Congrats. I need faith. Faith is what I need. I need like fucking 40-something faith to be able to use Blasphemous Blade or something ridiculous. It's kind of crazy. Getting the Everdark bosses from before again. Here's the thing. I am glad they did that for the people that were not able to get them killed. I'm glad there's a rotation. At the core of me, I think it's smart and I'm cool with it. But I was really hoping for some new shit because, like, I don't really have a reason to play that game for the next 3 weeks.
Do you Marika? Well, it is them the fingers we all anew. May you join.
So I didn't say you said it was bad. Where did I say that? I was saying that it's a great thing. I just wish that I, you know, had more shit to do with that game because at the moment I have farmed everything I want to farm unless I try and farm relics, which I don't really want to sit there and farm for random relics that could be good or bad. Personally, I don't really want to. Some people might, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. But it is good for people that missed it or weren't able to get the kill on them because, well, obviously I have, and I've done it multiple times, and, you know, a lot of people on Twitch have done it multiple times, and a lot of people in this chat have done it multiple times. There's a significant portion of the player base that has not beat the Everdarks yet. Any of them. So giving them another chance to do so, I am super on board with. It's because there's a lot of people that like either aren't quite as good at the game necessarily, or maybe they don't play as often. Like they only have the ability to play like once a week. So they obviously don't really get a chance to do these like limited bosses very much because their playtime is limited to, I don't know, an hour a night in some cases for some folks. So I'm totally fine with it personally. That's me. Like I would have loved some new bosses, but this is better for the general health of the game and the community at a whole. As much as I would have preferred, you know. Does Jimbo from Balatro count as a protagonist? Ooh, I don't know. I'm not the judge. If I was the judge, I'd give it to you, but I'm not the judge, so I don't know if I can make that judgment call for you. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna get shot by the laser, right? Come on, I dare you. Oh, fuck you. I wasted it. I should have saved it. I should have saved it for the giant laser phase. I legitimately was hoping that I would get the laser at the beginning there. Lame. Beautiful. No. Stupid crawling move. I hate that move. It's so annoying. Uh-oh. Hit me. Thank you. And now we wait patiently as the giant laser passes by. All right, ma'am. Are we done? We're done? Good, great. Rivers of Blood. And then I never used this weapon again. Although I did say that last time and then I used it on this boss because I wanted to use it one more time. But I'm not, beyond this, I'm done. I'm done with the weapon. Finished, kaput, finitio. I already beat up Gideon, I believe. So Gideon's dead. What do we got to do now? I got to get a little Romina, but I need to get to... How much faith do I need? How much am I off by? 9? 9, darling. 9. Hopefully they'll release the rest at the same time. I don't think they will, and I also don't want them to because I think people will be overwhelmed. I could see them releasing two at a time, but I'm also okay with them doing one by week because then it keeps you not just burning through all of them right away, personally. So I'd be cool with that if they did that. I can't stop this feeling while playing this monster's icky. You're welcome. Drop it then? Eh, it's too much work. That's way too much work. Too much effort. Let's go beat up Fortisax. Which does involve some running. So, yay. Oh, I haven't beat up? Okay, hang on. This will be quick. You don't want another month and a half of weekly releases? Okay, I'm gonna put this. I've played World of Warcraft for 15 years, and I can tell you what will happen with either scenario, and both are shitty for the developer, and they are both. These are the realities of what happens if you're a dev that's going to put things out, okay? Option 1 is you can put things out all at once in one day. And then everyone is going to play your game. they're going to play it for a single day and then go, man, this game is no content. This is bullshit. I wish they would put out more stuff. Why can't they just update things more often? This is awful. It's just, they just don't do anything to update this game because you finished it all in one day. Because the point isn't to hop in and play the game like I do and be done with the game in that one day. The point is to play the game over time. Like a lot of people play the game for like an hour a week, maybe a couple hours a week. That's all the free time that they have because of life obligations, whether it's work, family, whatever it is. So that's option one. You put everything out. The entire community complains that they don't put out enough content. Everything's finished in one day because gamers can't help themselves with doing that. And that's what happens. Option two is you put everything out on a weekly release schedule and then everyone complains that you're drip feeding them content and why don't they just release it all at once? It would be so much better if they did. This is bullshit. I can't believe they're trying to extend the longevity of their game by releasing it slowly. When in reality, if you did it the other way, people would just complain anyways. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Everyone's going to bitch and moan about it. So I'll take the weekly releases because it then doesn't overwhelm people. It doesn't mean that we get no updates for a full month straight, which is what would happen if they did that. If they released everything at once, we would get no updates for an entire month, if not longer. Because what would happen is, just like what's happening now, we get one boss per week, and then they would cycle through those bosses again, with it being 2 per week or whatever amount that they just decided to do. And we would go like 2 months without anything happening in the game, and everyone bitch and moan saying that the game is dead and this is stupid and awful and I can't believe they killed their game. I've seen it with World of Warcraft. I've seen it with a ton of other games like Fortnite and stuff. It's just what people do. It's the way gamers work. Oh God, he follows me up here. I was gonna have a conversation. Okay, I'm just gonna fight and then we'll talk. Hang on. Hi! Bye! I'm going the wrong way. You can purchase literally nothing? Ooh, are you going to? At least you have a choice. Yeah, I'd be cool 2 per week as well. And there's going to be 4 bosses. So if they did 2 per week, it'd be 2 weeks of new content with 2 bosses per, and then you'd be able to like cycle through the others. 5. I thought it was 4. Maybe it's 5. If it's 5, even better, because you could do 2 and then do a new one with one of the old ones, and you could easily cycle through that. I'd be okay with that as well. I'd be fine with that. But at the end of the day, as a dev, you're gonna get people complaining about it no matter what, and you have to make the choice of which complainers do you want to deal with: the ones who are upset that the game is dead because they have no new content for 2 months, or the ones who are upset that they're drip feeding the content so that way the other complainers don't complain. And I will take if I'm picking between those 2 options, which are the only 2 really, beyond doing some sort of mixed schedule with 2 per week. If I'm picking between those 2 for myself, I am picking the weekly releases. It is better for the majority of your community that can only play a short amount of time per week because you don't overwhelm them by saying, here, have 1,000 things to do. Guess what? You only have a week to do it, or 2 weeks or whatever. You're giving them one thing. They can focus on that one thing, and then that's it, and they don't have to worry about anything else for the week. 2, you keep people coming back to your game, which looks better for the numbers of your game, and that is a factor for games, unfortunately these days, but it is a factor. And 3, you don't get people being burnt out by playing too much of the game because all they do is they play all of that and they want nothing to do with it for the next 2 weeks or the next 2 months. So, but no matter what, people are going to complain. World of Warcraft would release their new patch on a Tuesday. Everyone would finish all the quests and every single dungeon that was available in the new patch by like Thursday, and then it would spend the next like 4 months complaining, or the next 2 months complaining that there's no new content and why don't they release more? It was so stupid. And then they started doing a drip feed thing and people were like, why don't they just release it all at once? It'd be so much better. The one thing you can rely on gamers for is to complain about every little thing about their game, no matter what side of the coin it is.
Oh, you've defeated Gran again. The Kari and I. Let us together.
Oh, she'll be either way. Yep. Ultimately, if you want the full complete game at this point, even from FromSoft, which this, I will say to their credit, I do think Night Rain is a fairly full complete game. It's missing a lot of things that I would add to it, but that's a me thing where I would add those things. I think the game itself works as its intended purposes and for what it's meant to be, which is about a 20 to 30 hour experience. I think it works for that purpose. I also am gonna respec here, I think. No, I'm not, because I don't have the stuff, do I? Maybe we'll come back. We might have to respec so I can use the faith. We'll see. But yeah, it's a fairly complete game, and we're gonna get more by the end of it. It's like buying the Game of the Year edition like 3 years after the game, where you get all the DLC and stuff inside of it, which is the better way to buy a game ultimately these days, frankly. And you get it for cheaper. So, Beard Taller and trailer, which was not final gameplay. To be fair, Stars, I think Scarlet and Violet's a very bad example, because Scarlet and Violet, when it came out, up until the Switch 2 release, was and is extraordinarily bad. And Pokemon fans in general, not all, I'm a Pokemon fan and I don't do this, but in general, Pokemon fans tend to look at the Pokemon game and go, these are all wrong. This is all bad. Yeah, but it's Pokemon. Who gives a shit? I'll just buy it anyways for full price and not care about how good the game is. Which ultimately leads to the game being worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I'm not saying you have to hate Pokemon because it's Pokemon, because I think Pokemon is a great franchise that has a lot of childhood memories for a lot of people, and weirdly this music is kind of working for this speech that I'm doing. I think Pokemon is a really awesome franchise for a lot of people, and it holds a lot of core memories for myself as a child, and it's really hard to separate core memories from who you are as a person to understand when something is going in a negative way. It's like being in a relationship that started out amazing and you're holding on to those memories of it being incredible, but as time has gone on, it's become more toxic and bad, and you aren't letting go of it because you're so attached. And I think Pokemon is the most obvious example of this, where if people would push back and say, but this isn't okay, this isn't acceptable, we want better, they would be forced into doing something better. I didn't pick up the shit. Hang on, I came all the way over here. Hold that thought. Hi, Kristen, how are you? But if people would push back more, I think there'd be better, because like you look at what Game Freak is doing with that other game, and granted that other game could just look pretty and be an actual colossal disaster of a video game that it winds up being really, really bad. We don't know. We've only seen like one trailer for it, but they're doing Beast of Reincarnation, which looks fucking dope compared to what we got with Pokemon. And I mean, not wrong, but the trees. Here's the thing with the trees. The trees are an example of the wrong thing to focus on in that, because the trees being slightly taller or short or whatever is not the thing to complain about. The thing to complain about is the fact that when you were in the opening cutscene of the game, well, not the opening, but one of the early cutscenes of the game, and you're chatting to all the students in class, and they're like, hello, this is the new student, please introduce yourself. And you're looking at the students in the background. There's that one there's like all the kids in the background are moving at like 2 frames a second. And that game came out in what, 2023? We shouldn't accept that. That's insane. Now, if they did what FromSoft does, which you will notice if you ever look at I'll see if I can get an example of it actually. If you're ever playing a FromSoft game and you're looking forward, what happens is every character behind me has a reduced frame rate. And they only get an increased frame rate when I actually look at them. And you can tell that because when I look away, if you look at the shadows on the ground, you can actually see the shadows moving at like 5 to 10 frames lower to save on visual memory, which makes the game run better and optimize better. And Pokemon doesn't do that. And that's why it bugs me so much that most game, like It's why Pokemon, it's as a franchise bothers me as much as it does. Hello, thank you for the follow. Enjoy my rant. It bothers me so much because like it could be so good, but so many people are, but it's Pokemon as the reason why it's bad. Instead of being like, yeah, it's Pokemon. They have infinite money. Why are they not spending more time making it better? They could, but they don't. I know they only have the 1 year thing or whatever. No Jump Bluff Colossal Disaster. That's fair. I understand that, Kristen. But to be fair, you don't know there's no Jump Bluff. We've only seen one trailer. What if there is a Jump Bluff or Jump Bluff-like character? Gimme, gimme, gimme. If there is Jump Bluff equals great game. I understand. I hope you're feeling better. I'm sorry you weren't able to stream yesterday. I know you had a lot of shit going on. I am in combat still. Hope you're feeling better. I'm excited to see you stream tonight. They definitely need a better timeline for the games because their timeline right now for Pokemon is a little crazy. They have to push out a game every single year to keep up with the demand of the cards because it literally is a money printing machine, which is why they keep doing this. For example, larger problem, yes. Yeah, people focus on it, but if you use it as an example of the larger problem, I use the kid in the background because I actually think that's a better example of the larger problem that people are upset about, personally. And also reusing shit. If you reuse shit in the right way, it's fine. There are companies that reuse stuff all the time.
Even in my, it is in my thanks soon must.
Thank you. Okay, now I can go back to the place. As an example of a company that reuses a bunch of stuff all the time, the Erdtree avatars are literally just asylum demons. They were in Dark Souls 1. They have the exact same moveset. They just, you know, gave them trees instead of demon faces. Like, FromSoft reuses shit all the time, but they can do it because there's an expectation of quality when they release a game. Night Rain is literally a game of reused assets with like new gameplay stuff in it and some new stuff, but it's literally a game of reused assets, you know? It's, don't you fucking touch me. It's great. I love Night Rain, but it is reused assets the whole way through. But people don't complain as much about it because the game is a very, very fun experience that doesn't have a lot of bugs and issues, that runs well, and functionally is a complete game. People still complain, as they should, like I do. I have problems, and I say those problems with the game that are obvious, like these are issues that are not okay, and they need to fix this and add more to it and give them more content. But ultimately, it works, you know? How's it going, Para? How you doing? I'm doing much better today. I'm feeling like $1,000,000. I practiced Rakshasa last night, so I've learned how to parry her, and next time we go there, it'll be not 100 deaths, but 99. How's it going, Gurman? I have played Convergence. I've also played stuff like the randomizer mod, and I've done a couple other mods, but I have played the Convergence. Really enjoyed the Convergence. I only did it once, and I want to go back to it at some point. I've heard of Reforged, and I know of Garden of Eyes. I would probably try Reforged at some point. I probably won't play Garden of Eyes though, because if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Garden of Eyes is the paid one, right? And I don't believe that mods should be a paid purchase. I believe that if you want to develop a mod and sell it, you're on the wrong side of modding history. If you want to get paid to make a mod, that's different, because if you're a modder and I come up to you and I'm like, hello modder, I have an idea, could you make this for me? I can pay you to make that, and that's valid. You should be paid for your work. But if you're just creating something for the sake of creating something, using things that are not yours, all of Elden Ring as a base, for example, just an example, you shouldn't be able to charge for it. So I probably will not play Garden of Eyes because I don't agree with the business practice that they've gone for, personally. Hop us to the bug gym. Ooh, do you think you're gonna lose any? You're not doing a Nuzlocke, right, Kristen? It's just a playthrough, yeah? Go half and half, one trash game into one good one. Oh, so the World of Warcraft approach? One bad expansion into a good expansion into a bad expansion into a good expansion? Scarlet Violet was not be able to change your clothes. Yes, their fashion options were terrible in that game compared to the previous. Okay, now I can go and we can go and actually do this. How's reusing assets bad though? It shows a level of, and I don't necessarily agree with this. I'm just saying what it shows. It shows a level of not putting effort in, which I think is not necessarily true, but that is what people's viewpoint on it is. Hello, June. You were getting fucked all morning. Listen, June. Okay, I know that you just got into a relationship. I don't need to hear about what you were doing with the girlfriend in the relationship in the morning. Okay? Can we like, I'm super excited that you're happy, but like we don't need to say the words in here, you know? How to scald the render bush. Luki, I'm not saying that it is necessarily bad. I'm saying that the reason that people say it's bad is because it does show a level of laziness instead of creating something yourself. I think it's perfectly fine to reuse assets. I think if you can tell something's a Unity asset, it's kind of funny. It's like, hey, that's a Unity asset, and it's funny, you know? Ah, got you, stars. Okay, thank you. That is true. People will complain about things, yep. It's the worst one in the modding community is the buy one. Okay, cool. I thought it was. Yeah, I have no interest in playing it at all. I would try Reforged. I really want to go back to Convergence. I know Convergence has had a shit ton of updates as well, because I played it before the DLC even came out, so I know there's a fuck ton of stuff in it. But I might wait until they do even more in the DLC, because I think the DLC's barely been touched. Hi! Back, is it G? No data. Okay, bye, Kristen. And not a Nuzlocke. I thought not. What am I trying to do? We are beating this game with only items that are red. That is it. That is it. The killing Rakshasa with every weapon is coming. No! Maybe. I don't want to. Possibly. I learned how to parry her, so if I can parry her, then we'll consider it. Don't recommend. June, again, I don't need to hear about your personal life. I played, when I did Convergence, I did the Servant of Rot. That's the only one I've played, so I want to do some others. Did I pick red because the flasks are red? No. The only things that are allowed to be used that aren't red are my flasks. So I can use the red and the blue. Smithing stones to upgrade weapons, because those are obviously not red. And technically the physic, but the physic has to have red tiers in it. So even though the physic isn't red, I can only put red things in the physic, so I get the buffs from the red things. But I can use red and blue flasks, and I can use smithing stones to upgrade weapons. Everything else has to be red. I've done this with green. We did this with purple. Stats, obviously, I can red. I can be not red as well, so I don't have to only level vigor, because that's a different run. Hello, I have a weed cutter. Cool. Now, it should do less damage to you, right? Yeah. Still really good, though. The Ash of War is disgusting and unfair. And I stand by that even when it's against not me when I'm using it. Okay. I have become what I hated. I have, and I have no regrets from it.
What is it to deny like the dog?
I have zero regrets. Zero. Listen, I died. The majority of those deaths were to Rakshasa. I think it's fair to be upset and to take revenge. How's it going, Valkyrie? How you doing? Arrived at work, ready? What's up? Not much. We've done a couple bosses, and now we're on our way to Fortisax. I need more faith so I can beat Romina. I'm hoping I got enough by beating Godfrey. If I don't, I'll beat Radabist, and then I'm hopefully gonna have enough. We'll see. Ooh, how's it going, Specs Rays? How you doing? I think you'll be excited for it. I'm very. I explained it a bit earlier. I'm very excited for that run, and there's a lot of ideas I have with what that run entails, which you will see, but I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be fun. How's it going, Pug? What, Rakshasa? I did yesterday. It took me like 3 hours, and I died like 100 times because I was playing like ass. But yeah, I did that yesterday. How's it going, Pug? How you doing? Half the deaths? Oh, more than half. I died to Rakshasa 70 times. It sucked. I was at 23 before I got there. What am I doing? Okay. What color's next? That is actually up to you to vote for, which I'm gonna go make that poll right now, because why not? What color next? We've got this one, this one, this one. And I don't want to hear people saying that these aren't colors. Technically, in the world of what I'm doing, they count, okay? So just roll with it. There you go, go vote. But the friends you made along the way, I am definitely not friends with Rakshasa. So, I don't know what friends you're talking about, but... Which rich dragon 40 stacks time? That's funny. All right, we're rocking the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana for this bad boy. Because he is a dragon that is hopefully affected by this. Placidusax wasn't. I assume this guy's supposed to. Hello. You want me to be a bit quieter? Yeah. Okay. I love my child. Thank you, Oliver. Okay. Took it a stray dog. Aw. Well, I hope that when you bring it to the vet that it goes well. Also, there's a coin flip prediction. Go bet those points. Heads or tails. You could win a lot of currency. Now, I'm gonna try something. I'm hoping that I can just do this and aim for your head. Okay, good news, I missed the head. We try again. Yeah. Yeah. And I heal from that because of my physic. Dude, this physic tier is so good. Holy shit. I legitimately think I'm probably gonna use the Crimson World bubble tier on significantly more runs because I cannot believe how strong this is. This is crazy. It's so good. So good. All right, well, you're dead. Cool. I need to go beat up Godfrey now. For Amazon, for Elden Ring, let's go. Hell yes. You're all in? Did you put, how many beans do you have? You only have 1,000 beans? How do you only have 1,000? Okay, for Godfrey, we're using the Rotten Battle Hammer. Which is where? There it is, I found it. I located it. Bet down to 10K, love it. Who's winning the poll right now anyways? Currently winning the poll is Black with 35 votes. You have 147,000? Well, Stars, you could make this very interesting if you wanted to. You could put like an easy 30K on something if you felt like it. Is there enough time for that? Okay, there's not enough time for a jump. That's good to know. Didn't do damage, but I did get hit by the shockwave. Interesting. Okay, there's the rot. We love to see that. Now, unfortunately, he does clear that in the second phase, which is really annoying. Although I'm pretty sure from here on out, I just am fine to like not even hit him. I think he just goes to second phase no matter what. Hiya! Fuck! Damn it! My hammer's too short! Hiya! Uh-oh. I haven't been grabbed by that in a while! It's average, not short. Do I agree it's the best? I don't know if I can because I haven't played the others. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. It's great. I love a lot of stuff that they did in it. The only problem I have with the Convergence mod is it's really, really, really easy to get overpowered, which is like, it's really cool, but it almost makes it too simple to get overpowered because like everything is like kind of strong. Otherwise, it's very fun. Why is your country weird and charge fees to have a bank account? You have to get the right bank. My bank account doesn't charge fees. Oh my God, just hit the man with your hammer. Morning beer, how's it going? Yeah, it happens in Canada too, Pug. But I don't, any of the banks that do it, I don't have an account with because I hate it and I think it's dumb. Ooh, hello. I did not expect a stagger right there. And the rot. Oh, it's my birthday. It's not actually. But, you know. With that kind of turnaround on the damage, it kind of feels like it is. Hot damn. And Horaloo died a very unceremonious death in the middle of his explosion from a disease that he probably caught from, well, I guess it was from my hammer, but, you know, there's jokes to be made there. Blasphemous Blade banned? No, we're actually going to use it on Romina. Normally I ban the Blasphemous Blade on other runs. I'm not doing it on this one because I kind of just want to use it, if I'm being honest. And we aren't as strong as we could be. Like, we don't have a lot of the things that make it crazy broken. But we already have so much shit that makes us broken that we may as well just use the broken thing. You know what I mean? What's up, stars? Made it to be as much OP as possible. Yeah, and like I said, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that you can get as OP as you can in that game or in that mod. It's not my preferred play style. I like having a variety of being able to be OP and also not OP. I think that's fun, but nothing wrong with it. Office Wi-Fi achieved. Welcome to the office. Hello. Hi, Kristen. You're just in time for me to go kick Radabeast's ass. You ready for this? It's gonna be great. Okay, we're gonna try the dumb thing. Okay? I just like right off the get-go. Waiting. Okay, good. We're gonna try the dumb thing. I don't think this is a good idea. But if I didn't do it, I feel like I'd be letting myself down. Which is... charge the man! Well... also, I'm fat rolling. Okay. We tried it. We did our best. And it looks like the next color we'll be doing will be... black. Thank you everyone that voted. That should be fun. There's a bunch of good ones for that. There we go. Now we're medium. The initial charge did great. It was the rest of the stuff in the middle that was really, really, really bad. Maybe I should have let it go so I could actually see how much damage the flip up does. That's what this is, the flip up. You see that? The flip. I actually really need my runes too, hang on. Hiya! Well, that was rude. Goodbye, Radigan. Ooh. Congrats to those that bet on heads, which does not include June, so June is now broke. Yes, Jolan's armor. Claws of Knife, Black Knife, yeah. Only it should be talismans. It might be. Talismans, we might not have anything. But I mean, I've done runs where I didn't have any talismans before, so I'm not like the most concerned about that happening if that does, because it's not like it's new to me. But there will be some good options for weapons. There's the Shield of Night, which is a really cool run that I want to do. I actually just want to do a run with the Shield of Night. That weapon looks, when I've used it in the past on like Malenia, it was really fun, and I really want to try just a run with it. No! Bastard. All right, it's Elden Ring time. That's why they call it the name of this game, because of this guy. Elden Beast makes a ring, Elden Ring. True story. Don't fact check that. Come back here. Thank you. I'll be honest, our damage is a little lower than I was expecting it would be. That's right. Yeah, I heal from that. What are you gonna do? Actually, you know what? Fuck you. That's right, I heal from that. This tier is awesome. Oh my god. It only lasts 15 seconds, so you really have to time your use of it, but god damn is it satisfying when you do. Oh my lord. The boss does a big attack, just stand there and take it. You'll get a heal. Damn it, I missed. I was hoping I was gonna get at least the hit there. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And now I've screwed up the Elden Star's dodge. Man, everything's going ass end up. That does not hit me. I was in midair, above where it was hitting. Stupid Elden Beast. You are better than Augur, so I can't be too upset, but I can still be kind of upset. Ah, I was too close, so I couldn't do the jump. I love doing that jump when it works. Beautiful. Uh-huh. Question is am I gonna have enough runes after this to be able to wield Blasphemous Blade? What are your bets? I'm like 30k runes or 20k runes away from leveling right now or something like that. It's a very small amount. And I need 2 levels. I think I need 2 levels. It's either 2 or 3. Okay, Gurnham says yes, all right. Beating Elden Ring only using shields. That is on the list, but that is not the Shield Night Run. The Shield Night Run is I just want to use Shield and Night because it's really interesting. That weapon is fascinating with what it can do. I did see your new PB specs. Congratulations, I bet that felt great. Another 50, yeah, that sounds right, Zook. How's it going, Zook? How you doing? How's it going, Mixel? Okay. We should be good, right? Yeah! I can even go to 23, fuck yes. All right, awesome. I don't need to respec. Let's go! To Romina! Yeah, this way. You did, it's true. A strange silent celebration. By the way, Zook, I don't know if you saw Gino yesterday. Gino finished the Nightmare Rando thing. Do you want to know what Gino said when they finished? Like the first words that they said? Oh, head mod? I got you. Hang on. Head mod is cozy. That was not worth it. No, it was even better. Gino said, yeah, don't play this. I have never felt more vindicated in my desire to not play something than the best Souls player in not only probably the world, but also at least the city that I live in, turning around and saying, don't play this at the end of the run. I felt so good. What do you mean that kills me? I fucking hate this game. How's it going, Kai? How you doing? Oh, there's a Nightmare Rando seed that's going around, which I don't like calling that. It's basically a mod that puts everything in the worst possible places and all that stuff. And he finished it and said, yeah, don't play this. It's really hard. So here's the problem, Kai, is it's hard in the wrong ways, right? I'm going to take Unalloyed Millennia, which is a really interesting boss fight that's a mod that I want to do at some point. Ridiculously hard. You have to learn a lot about the fight, and you have to, it's a lot of shit. You barely get a chance to attack. It's really hard. It's really interesting because of the difficulty. Very intrigued, want to do it at some point. But it's difficult because of the moves that they add to the boss and it's not just like 5 Millennias at once. It's difficult because of the mod itself making the boss difficult, right? Whereas adding in, like, I don't know, let's take Romina, but make it Romina and make it Gaius and make it PCR, and you have to fight all 3 at once. I don't know if that's hard or if that's just purposely making something like annoying in its difficulty, like it's a false sense of difficulty where you didn't really add anything, you just put 3. I could do that. I'm going to do that. We're going to do a triple boss randomizer at some point, and it's going to suck, but we're going to have all the options that are available in the game, because the other problem with this mod is it removes all of the ranged options and things like that. And I think if you're gonna make something like this where it's crazy hard and you have a lot of like custom spots for things to be put into, you should leave everything in the game, because then it's about the player figuring out what they need to do to win. At least in my opinion. It's like it seems like someone took every worst bit of Souls games and cranked them up to 11. Yes. Yes, and they purposely put things in like the worst possible places just because they think it's more difficult. And it's, again, with the name changes of things and all of this stuff is like, eh. Have I thought this through? I have, and I actually don't think it'll be that bad. Because I've done the double boss randomizer, and that was really fun. You did, Maria, you did. Triple right card, it's gonna be randomized if it helps. And actually, triple right guard, not so bad, because Serpent Hunter hits all of them. Difficult challenging others, I enjoy watching you struggle. I agree. Difficult is not the same as good or well made. Ain't that the truth? Preach. I think Kazan's another example of, Kazan has got some difficult bosses because they've got like a lot of movesets and they're really hard and stuff. And then there's some stuff that really bothers me in Kazan, like when you perfect parry, status effects still go through the perfect parry. And if they remove that portion of it, I think the actual difficult part of the boss fights, where they're hard boss fights, exists. But this makes them kind of bullshit. And it's the same as like, we put Unalloyed Millennia into it, but apparently it was imported badly, so like shit just doesn't work properly, which is like, wah, okay. No triple PCR, no. PCR Romina and guys like Marcus Arena. Yep, pretty much. Yep. I don't know if that's actually what it is, but yep, that sounds right. Okay. Romina, and we get to use Blasphemous Blade, which I never get to use. So this is gonna be really fun. I should have put my head back on. Oh well, I'll do it after. Actually, can I do it? Do I have time? I do have time. Perfect. What? It's okay. We can heal. Perfect. I feel like that was not correct, ma'am. All right, we used 3 Ashes of War, and she's like lost 1/3 of her health. Hiya! Why are you like this? How's it going, Dan? I am. It's true. One moment, please. Hold that thought. Why? Ma'am? Ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am? I'm here to see you about your extended bug warranty, and I need you to stop moving around. Boo! I was hoping I would be able to get both off. I wasn't confident I'd be able to, but I was really hoping it would happen. Boop! 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 Ooh. Ooh, I need to science something. Do you think if I let her do her, not this, the butterfly one where she's like all like grouped up, or she's like doing, yeah, this, can I? No, it doesn't heal. They do physical damage. Okay, good, good. We're testing. We tested. We tested. We learned. We learned. We learn. How's it going, Dan? Dan, I have something to run past you. First off, we have some packs open now that you're here, but I have something to run past you. Since you're a fan, does that mean that you're a fan Daniel? And we did, in fact, use Rivers of Blood. We used it twice, actually. Did a rando that ended up being a Blasphemous Blade run because he hadn't used it for so long? I love it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yes, yes, you definitely got to lean into the faith for it, for sure. She did try to kill me. I agree. It does? Perfect, okay. Kirsten, I love it. Not Faniel, Fan Daniel. Hang on, I gotta text my wife. Because my wife wants to see this too. All right, we're gonna take a pause because I have some magic cards to open. Graciously bought for me by Dan. And I don't know which ones are gonna be good. Or what to expect in these. But we have cards. We have 2 packs. We've got an Innistrad and a New Capenna. We're gonna do New Capenna first and save Innistrad because I've not seen Innistrad yet. Who's left? We've got, I'll tell you, we have Melania and PCR. There you go. I forgot to update it. Melania and PCR. And that's it. That's all that's left. Okay, I don't know if my wife is going to be here in time, but I'm going to start opening. I also don't know where the rares are or like the order that these go in. So I don't know if like I should be putting things in the back or not. Yeah, Dan, do you know? These are really hard to open. Go in face order. Okay, so the order that it is in. That makes sense. This is a common. Oh, it's a bird too. Perfect. Okay, we got Sky Crier, which is a bird. We have got a Chrome Cat. Hang on, can I make this full screen to make it easier to read? Okay. Oh, that might work. There you go. Perfect. Chrome Cat. A Botanical Plaza. Because they're childproof. Psionic Snoop. They're so pretty. I love the foils in this set. Just wait till you see some of the later ones, because I've seen some of them. They're amazing. Take to the Streets. Obscura Charm. Just to make sure, I didn't change the way the stream looks for you, right? I just changed my preview for me, correct? It still looks the same as it does for you. I'm hoping. A Fancy Island. Another Obscura charm. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Thank you. A very fancy island, a very fancy Obscura charm. We've got a Waterfront District. Ooh. A Cormella Glamour Thief, which is it's got like the gold etching on the sides. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I aiming for. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I zoomed in, so it's like it's just the cards for me. An errant street artist, defender and haste. Okay. Ooh, a damning verdict with no counters on them. That's a fun full art. Hey, another bird. Perfect. A ledger shredder. I need birds for my wife's deck because she likes birds. Evelyn the Covetous, a vampire rogue. Who can be mono black if you want. Interesting. And then a Henzi Toolbox Torre full art. Which I feel like that one's really good, isn't it? Am I wrong? Hang on, I'm gonna see some of these. I feel like that one's, at least that one's good. There's a bunch of there that are really, really awesome though. That I'm definitely gonna make use of. I love the Art Deco in this set. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I mean, I'm just leaving half the pack. Oh, please. I am. Perfect. Wonderful. Bunch of stuff that is going to be very helpful. Yes, these are collector's boosters. They have angel dust. Starfist with PFBT. Oh, Poison Flower blooms twice. I love it. Oh, you get so lucky with your weapons, Zook. This one's really easy to open. Jesus. Okay. Okay, now I've not opened anything in this set, so I don't know what to expect. We have a Geist Wave, a No Way Out, a Bat Whisperer. It's a vampire, of course. That makes sense. An Unblinking Observer. I do believe this is a horror theme set. Join the Dance. Blood Tithe Collector. Oh, don't focus on me. Focus on this. Thank you. Ooh, look at that swamp. I love that. It's like old school horror vibes. Oh my God, look at that. We got Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. I'm trying so hard to keep my arms straight. Curse of the Reckless Dead, a full art or extended art? Extended art, right? Storm the Festival, extended art. Ooh, Shady Traveler. That art is awesome. It's a common, but that art is awesome. That's so pretty. There we go. A Hound Tamer. Another one with a fantastic art. Hi, Lauren. You're just in time for the cool things. Lear? Liar? Lear. Liar? Lear. Either way, I love that art. That's awesome. Disciple of the Drowned. A Village Witch. Hang on. The art style from the set is amazing. A Vadric Astral Archmage. Foil. What's the name of these? And then we have a Devil token and a Spirit token. And I didn't show the other tokens. The other token was, hang on, was a cat and a citizen. Dude, these are so cool. Thank you, Dan, for the cards. There's a bunch that are definitely going to get used. 100%. I got to go look up, see if any of these are like worth a bunch. But yeah, the art style from both of these sets is so nice. It's so pretty. Of Whisper's big brother from Fable. Yeah, I can see that. Come on. Not me. The card. Thank you. They're so pretty. Ah, collector boosters are so fun. They're so fun. I'm excited for the next set that's coming out, Edge of Eternity with theirs. I'm intrigued what the like what's going to be the big hitters in that set. I know that there's going to be, it's not going to be as big as Final Fantasy. There's no way. Final Fantasy is just like way too big. Way too big. Way too big. Further reputation is the weirdo. They've had like a couple days off for me, but I am going back tomorrow to buy some more, to buy a couple. But they have had a couple days off for me. And yes, some of these are 100% are going in decks. I want to look up, hang on. I want to look up this one, that one. And then those three. I'm going to look up a couple and then we're going to continue with the run. Let me look up these first. And yes, I know the timer's still ticking. That's fine. That doesn't matter. I want Innistrad. It was Midnight Hunt, right? Yeah, Midnight Hunt. And then there we go. Cool. I did see the new one. I also, did you see the new Goyf that they revealed as well? The new Goyf is fascinating. All right, there's nothing like super big. There's a zombie token that's worth $5. Why is there a zombie token worth $5? What's that about? Let's see, Lear. The showcase one, $3. Vadric is only, that's only worth 15 cents. That's crazy to me. Crazy to me. It's okay. I don't plan to sell any of these anyways. They're definitely going in decks, 100%. Okay. Okay. Already we're better. The Ledger Shredder is worth like $7. Evelyn, I don't have the gilded foil. It's just the showcase one. Okay, not much. But then there's Henzi. Am I crazy? Is that not? Huh? Not the commander. This card doesn't exist anywhere. What is happening? Hello? By the way, Ledger Shredder was a big one though. Ledger Shredder was great. You haven't seen the new Goyf? You should look it up. The new Goyf is very interesting. I don't know if the new Goyf is gonna be like strong or not, as strong as like other ones have been, but he's gonna be very interesting. Fancy bank account? Ooh, which bank did you open with? I don't know if you actually want to say. If you are okay saying, who did you open it with? If you aren't okay saying, then don't tell me. Okay, you're going in the deck for sure. That's probably going in the deck. Though that's definitely going in the deck, 100%. That's probably going in a deck. Maybe. That could be okay. Oh, the day bound ones flip over. I didn't even realize that. Oh, fun. Okay, sick. That's going in a deck for sure. That could be okay, actually. Maybe. That's probably going in. That's probably going in one. That's probably going in one. Okay, cool. We got some stuff. Perfect. Beautiful. Tangerine, that's a good choice. My wife's on Tangerine as well. I'm on Simply, but Tangerine's very good. As far as banks go, I saw the new Lobster Citizen. I did. Could you make a Citizen deck at this point pretty easily? What am I doing? I probably want more strength. I think everything that I have basically is strength. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the Great Katana for Leda and Friends, and then we're gonna go beat up PCR into Melania. Okay? Okay. 250 switch your payroll. Hell yeah, Specs. Fuck those fees. She's been theme long enough. Yeah, that was kind of my feeling too. It really feels like there's like enough like support for it at this point. I also saw that they revealed one of the 2 precons for the next set, which looks very interesting. It's all about like sacking lands, which is kind of a deck that I already have built, sort of. So I kind of want to get both. The space theme is really interesting to me. I'm a big fan of space. Planets top for mana now. Yep, yep. And it's artifact theme too, which is just another plus because I do enjoy artifact theme sets as well. Okay, fuck you. So I can at least get Simic. Does this make me take more damage? Yes, okay. Does it actually make me take more damage? Does anyone want to confirm if Rakshas's Great Katana actually does what it says it does, or if it's saying that it does and it doesn't do it? It's Elden Ring, of course, doesn't work properly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Now we book it. Go, 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 go. We're alive. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Don't touch me. 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 You might be Elden Ring because you don't work properly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, perfect. Call me a DLC then? Why, man? Shadow of the Lactose. Oh my god. Come here, jerk. It really does fit the struggle of this run. I agree. It's all my pain put into a song, but I am still here and I shall win. I swear to God, I better beat both PCR and Melania on the first try with how much I fought them. Be gone, vile demon. It's always the runs where I feel like it's going to be really, really easy and I'm overconfident that wind up being the hardest. Or with the most deaths on stupid shit. And then there's other runs that I do where I'm clearly meant to struggle more and it winds up being kind of fine. Like the rock run. I died like 30 times in the rock run, which again is over there. You should go click on it. It's great. I died like 30 times in the rock run and I've died 117 here. Granted, I didn't try and beat Rakshasa with rocks, which I'll be honest, probably would have gone very poorly, but it might have been okay because I could have thrown rocks when she was doing her weed cutter maybe, and it would have been fine, maybe. The gang fight is next. It's okay. We have Rakshasa's great katana and we only have 2 people we're fighting. So we're definitely gonna win because this weapon is really good in PvP and will obliterate them, he says. Really, really hopeful that it works out the way he wants it to. Instead of frenzy, it's gonna be ADHD damage. We are starting right after this. I was thinking of the rule set that I wanted for it, so that way it's consistent across all of the runs. And I finally came up with something that I think works really well for what I'm going for. It also didn't help that I did do Rakshasa at only 8 Skidoo. I probably should have done Gaius first and then come back to Rakshasa, but I was stubborn. Is the bleed of this game? Like I do Night Raid stuff, but there's like, I mean, all of the 2 Everdark bosses are back, but there's no new like relics or anything to collect. So it's kind of like I don't really want to do it, you know. Hello, Letta.
I'm sorry. Speaking to you as a compatriot.
That man just stole my bleed proc. That felt good after getting bullied by this weapon. This weapon is gross. This weapon is unfair in PvP. I have decided. Good God, it's too strong. It's too strong. It's way too good. It's way too good. What's my Elden Ring pet peeve? My Elden Ring pet peeve is when people say that you didn't beat the game because of X. And also, on the flip side of that, let him have the proc. Okay, I'll let him have the proc. On the flip side of that, my other pet peeve is when people come into a chat and they're like, oh, this boss is easy. And you're like, oh, okay. And even though you're struggling with it, and you're like, how did you beat it? And they go something along the lines of, oh, I used the Mimic Tear and Blasphemous Blade and no shit. Bye, Maria. Have a good one. We'll see you later. There's nothing wrong with you beating it using that. I have no issue with that, but don't come into a chat and be like, this boss is easy when someone's clearly having a hard time, and then talk about how you used a broken OP build to make it easy. It'd be like me going into PCR and blocking with a shield and poking with an Rapier and saying, see, this boss is easy. You can make it easy. There's a difference. I looked at it and it died easy. Get out. Oh, and PvP is wildly different. It's actually average to okay. Really? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. Hang on. That was a mistake. Hold, please. I forgot I was heavy load. I forgot to check. I'm a fool. He should be rotting in the next like 2 or 3 hits, right? I didn't roll. Oh, it's awful. Honestly, his outfit is like really close to being perfect. He just has a little too much gold going on. You know what I mean? Like the cape, amazing. The hair, incredible. The like waistcoat thing, beauticious. But then there's all the gold and it's just like, my guy, we couldn't have maybe gone with like a rose gold, which at least would have been pink and on the way to being red, you know? Rot, really? There's the rot, good Lord. That took much longer than it should have. Hang on, as good as this song is, it's not the vibe I want for this fight. Hold, please. Hang on. Let's go with that one. Bring it on! That didn't heal for nearly as much as I was hoping it was going to. Whatever, that was still really cool. This is my favorite new physic tier, and this is like, of all the things we've learned on this run, such as I'm bad at Rakshasa, at least we learned that this physic tier is fucking amazing. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I missed the roll, apparently. I don't know how that happened, but I did. Okay, whatever, man. No rot still. Crazy. Rot here, right? Right, you gotta rot. Really? Insane. Insane that he hasn't rotted. I understand the second phase he's got more, but like, he should have by now, I would think. I went back too early. I'm a fool. I'm a fool! Is he just not gonna rot a second time? Oh yeah, great, good. I'm so glad he rotted right at the end. You know what? I'm gonna do the stupid thing. I'm not hitting you again. You can just die. Slowly, by disease. Heck you. Heck you. Awesome. All right. Death by disrespect, exactly. And then there was but one remaining, which I kind of need to run to still because we're not like right there. We're like right beside it, but using a mod for streamless co-op, they beat Millennia in 2 tries using both mimics and magic. We're super sad they were hard. How hard she was found her easy. The classic, being so scared of something that you go overboard on preparing for it and then you make it way too easy. Play as Mr. X / Tyrant. I mean, absolutely, yeah, valid. PvP are halberds, really? As with the Flame Strike, interesting. I could see it. PCR must be punished, but he's unwilling to commit. Yep. Welcome back, Ermin. I opened some magic cards. I got some good stuff for some decks, and otherwise, we're down to one boss. So it's going great. Struggle mode for 3 hours, annoying, but fun once you beat him. Yes, I agree. I agree. I'm also down for the struggle. As annoying as it is to die to Rakshasa repeatedly when you feel like you should be able to beat her, like I was having issues with the other day, definitely feel mucho better having done it my way versus giving it and going to get like the easier cheese or anything. At least for me, this is like a personal thing. I feel better from it. There's nothing wrong with doing it if you feel happier the other way, you know, but hug attack makes you nervous every time. I have been grabbed by that hug attack, I think, since getting relatively good. I think I've been grabbed by it like 4 times, and every time I do, it just feels like such a slap in the face and insult. Just use Blasphemous Blade and everything, and the easiest game ever. They're not wrong. They're not wrong, but you don't get to say that in my opinion, this is why it's like a personal gripe. People that come in and are like, you didn't beat the game if you used X are toxic. But people that come in and are like, oh, this boss is easy because I used X, which is the cheesiest shit you can use, are toxic in the other direction. The correct answer is somewhere in between, which is use what you want, but understand that some things make things easier. As soon as the DLC came out, it's been easy. I don't know if they did. It's possible they did, but I don't think they did. But maybe I'm wrong. My never-ending willpower and resilience. I love it. Okay. We have one boss left. Please don't die. Well, it's not hitless. Ooh, I thought I was gonna hit her there. Okay, so that didn't quite work as well as I hoped it would. I was gonna, like, get out of her attack and then go back in. Yeah, so the range on this is not as much as I was hoping it would be. Phase 2. Do I science it? I should have scienced it. I didn't get the drink off in time. All right. I was hoping I'd be able to figure out if I could science. I'm gonna science it again because I want to this time. God damn it. Damn right, Dan. I'm convinced that'll work. I don't know if it will, but I'm convinced it will. As if you write it down. True. Very true. That was cool as shit. I dodged through the attack by going backwards with the finesse. Dude. Yo, the finesse, I gotta say, when you nail that, oh my God, is it satisfying. All right, we science it again. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I need to know. Okay, so the Crimson World bubble tier does not protect against that. We now know this was a requirement for science. We had to know. We had to know. Now we can beat her. We had to. Most raw stuff comes in as physical. I figured it would, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. You know? So cool, man. That's such a satisfying moveset to like hit as a dodge into an attack. Oh my God, I love it. Dude, it's so cool. phase 2, but like, you know, now we know. Now we know. Does that mean she doesn't have anything that the Crimson World Bubble Tier works on in her fight? Like at all? Like everything is physical? I guess that would make sense. She's like, you know, the Rot Swordswoman, right? Well, that was unfortunate. I didn't expect her to kick right there. I don't know why I didn't. She usually does, but... Oh, that was awesome. If nothing else we've learned, Crimson World Bubble Tier, incredible for those badass moments where you just want to stand there and take the boss's attack. And Dyna's Finesse for the Bloody Healus is arguably one of the coolest ways to dodge any move. Aside from, like, you know, backstepping dodges, which are also very sick, and jump dodges, which are also really fucking cool. Melania, it's been a pleasure.
Your strength,
See you next run.
extraordinary. The mark
Well,
of a true lord.
aside from the 70 deaths or whatever it was on Rakshasa, that was a pretty solid run, I gotta say.
Mikola.
I'll take that. There's a lot of cool shit that we got. And there's a lot of stuff we didn't use, obviously, as well. Also, the spells were really disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you, but now we must end in the reddest area, which we did determine. Oh, you know what I never used? I never used the Red Bear's Claws. First, we need to go beat up the reddest boss, which is the Red Bear. That's number 1. Hi, Cozy. How's it going? How's it going, world? How you doing? First, reddest boss. Then we end in the reddest section of the game. I can't believe I never used the Red Bear's Claws. I totally forgot they were a weapon. My brain just shut off for them. Oh well. I'm only killing this one because it's closer than the other one, for the record. They're both equally as red as each other. Lake of Rot. The problem with the Lake of Rot is it's not really a great spot for a summer home. So we're gonna end in Bale's Arena, because although the Lake of Rot is arguably redder, Bale's Arena is red the whole way up. And it's really nice as well. So like, am I too high? And where the hell's this boss? Did I go too far? Nope, there you are. Whoops, too early. Well, I was trying to grab the riposte there, but fine, fuck you. I gotta say, they don't look that red. In the current setup, they are definitely redder in the day, though. Like, they really don't look that red right now. That's okay. We can end with fashion. But like, hang on. Let's go where we're ending. Hang on. Yeah, see, now it looks more red. Yeah. All right, great. Now, listen. We got to do the thing. Hang on. First off, turn off the HUD. Second, free camera. Perfect. Okay. Okay, great. Listen, Lady in Red. I will put on Roxanne because of the red light thing. There you go. And I'm gonna go back and read all of chat that I missed because I've been doing a bit. Well, we are ending in the reddest spots of the game. And if you disagree with this, feel free to let me know in the comments because there was a bunch of options, you know? But I think this is red enough. There's a lot of red coming up. And until next time, you can't even see my character anymore. There we go. Until next time, keep it red. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what that means, but you know, keep it red. Bye, YouTube.